Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a few things to pull and show you what all sold this weekend. Got a topic to talk about with an update on an old item that sold, and man, it's slow. Maybe we're going to shut things down. Give me a few minutes and I'll get set up and get back with you. All right, so we have 10 items that sold for about $1,000. It's been slow over the weekend. We've been moving into the shed. You can see the shed starting to fill up. We've got our mess working its way from back in the music barn to in here, and we're working on cleaning it up and whatnot and organizing everything. But what has sold on eBay is a little bit weird because it's going to show 7 items for $784, but we've already packaged one. We got ahead of ourselves. Angie's out in the music barn. She's pulling inventory from the music barn into here so we can put it into our inventory. All of our big shelf or big stuff that's going to go on these shelves here is going to get transferred over. So she's doing that. I've got to clean up all my tools and whatnot and finish up all my projects that I have to do in here. I've still got, you know, trim to do. I just don't like doing trim. But we do have a deck. You can see out there, we've got the deck going on, got one railing up, got to go get some materials to get the other railing. But, you know, I wanted to get things pulled. So the first item that I have is Johan Haviland. Sold more of this stuff. Here it is. A little bit difficult to carry with just one hand, but we'll get that done. And you see that 2 orders of this sold for $39.98, so $19.99 for 4 or 5 of those plates a piece. 4 of those plates, $19.99 a piece. Still paying off there. The next one hasn't been pulled over yet. Star Wars Micro Machines sold for $17.99 plus shipping. Another one that hasn't been pulled over yet, so I'm not going to be able to pull it. I can tell because of our inventory system here, it still says B7T, so that means that it's still in the music barn. The Wave, it's a workout piece, fitness workout step board. That one's still over in the music barn. Angie will get that pulled later. $39.99 plus shipping on that one. The next one is our Panasonic voice activated. This is sold before. It got to the person and it didn't work, and with that they returned it. So we got it back. It's in one of our smalls drawers. We got it back here, and I think it sold for like $40 or something like that. So it was worth getting a return on. We got it back and listed up as for parts, and it sold almost immediately for $12.99 plus shipping there. It's Snoopy Woodstock, sold for $9.99. It's a Snoopy headset. An old vintage headset. It might be a little dark back here, actually. I don't know if you can see, but, you know, this is the first time that we're doing this on camera. It's an old Snoopy vintage headset. Oh, boy. Man, finding stuff is going to be fun. I found it. I don't know. I think I may have given a quarter for this at a yard sale. Definitely $1 or less. But it was... the packaging came off. It's a Macy's exclusive. The packaging, the blister came off of the backing, and I think I used some tape to put it back on with because it's just a neat little display piece. Nobody's really going to use that, I don't think. But it sold for $9.99 plus shipping. Another item that we sold, let's see, D4. It is a lot of 17 PlayStation games. These are just low-end games that weren't worth selling on their own, and we just lotted them up and threw them into a lot to just, you know, kind of blow out. Had these sitting for quite a while. Kind of funny how this works. Had them sitting for quite a while. It says PS3 games, yes. I had them sitting for quite a while. As soon as we move the inventory numbers around, of course, they sell. It's the way it works, right? As soon as you start interacting with the eBay algorithm, it wants to, you know, smile on you. The next item is the one that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The Fluke multimeter. You might have recognized this one from a previous video. Try not to trip and die. It sold for $499 plus shipping. This is the one that we had that the guy asked for a return, said it wasn't correct. And you can see there on eBay. He asked for a return, said it wasn't what he thought it was. We said, no, you can't return it. You've opened it. And with that, you can't return it. It's yours now. Well, we got it back and found out that it wasn't opened, that he never took it out of the box. He never did anything with it. He sent it back without a return. We didn't authorize the return. He just sent it back. And on the package, he said it was refused. You could tell that he had opened the package and he committed mail fraud, or he defrauded the mail department, because that's not the technical definition of what mail fraud is. He defrauded the mail department, or the post office, I should say, with doing that. We got it back. He filed a case with eBay and said, hey, I never received my item. eBay said, no, you did receive your item. We can see that you did. And they sided with us. He has since filed a credit card dispute. Our money isn't on hold. eBay says, nope, he got it. We see that he got it, and he's playing, some hide and go, that kind of thing. And they said that, they're fighting on our behalf. So we went ahead and listed it again, and I listed it yesterday. It sold today. So it sold in a day. I had $200 into this because I knew it was a high-end piece. I found this on Facebook Marketplace. $200 into it, sold for $500. Not a bad turnaround. It's not a huge margin maker, but I will gladly take and make $150, $200 total off of a sale like that all day, every day, because that's a good turnaround. So total, I have two more items. I have an ABS unit for one of the Chevy Cobalts, an 08 to 2010 Chevy Cobalt, and this is an alternator bracket and tensioner. It actually has an aftermarket tensioner bracket on it for, this is the 05 to 08, 04 to 07 supercharged motor. Two of these items, this one sold for $60 shipped. This one sold for $110 shipped. It's easier on these because I do them on PayPal. I do them direct through Facebook Marketplace or through Facebook forums, and I get paid directly. So those two have sold. I also have a fuse box that I need to ship out. It will sell today. The guy's been messaging me. He's got to go to the bank, so on and so forth. And that's $100 plus shipping. A lot of these cars that you see, I don't know if you can see them out the window if I point. The red one I have $500 into. The black one I also have $500 into. Those are part out cars that I use. I buy them. I use the parts off of them to sell and to make money off of. For instance, I think I've sold two of the doors off the red one for $50 a piece. The rear spoiler that was on there, I got $150 out of it. The front bumper, I think I got $300 or $400 out of it. Each one of the steering knuckles, I got at least $100. I can't remember exactly. I got the seats sold for $400. All told, I make a good chunk of change off of parting those things out. They are definitely worth it for what I do because they pay for my toys, my cars, mine and Angie's cars. So same thing with the black one. I've sold a whole bunch of stuff off of it and made a ton of money off there. We buy the Cobalts, we buy the Saturn Ions, and we part those out as well. Sometimes we fix them and resell them. I would say it's been more going toward fixing the whole car and selling the whole car. Lately, we've tried to get away from the parts so much because I've had like that black and that red car probably getting close to a year now for both of them. Well, probably 9 months. I've had both of them for at least 9 months. And, they gradually, the parts will disappear, and then I'll pull the motor and all the pertinent parts off of them and then get rid of the car and free up the space. So I've got plenty of parts like this just kicking around, and this stuff trickles out. I usually do roughly $1,500 to $2,000 in sales a month off of just random parts, and just like that. So that's one of the other facets of this business that we do. To talk about the topic, we're not shutting eBay down. That's not going to happen. We did start listing again, and our sales kind of, picked up a little bit. We would normally expect in a weekend to sell 20 to 25 items. We only sold 10. Still on the low end, but they were good sales. We made, over $1,000 for the weekend. Can't complain. at all whatsoever. I'll take $1,000 every weekend that we can make it and be happy with that. This is the other item that sold. This was a DVD VCR combo here. This is stuff that sold Friday that needs to be shipped out today. But this was a DVD VCR combo that sold, $74.99 plus shipping on that one. So that's part of our total. When you add everything up, we're a little over 1,000. And then you add the fuse box that'll sell today, and will be 1,100. So definitely a good weekend for us. Can't complain, but we're going to keep working toward getting stuff done in here, getting it cleaned up and organized and back to where, you know, we feel comfortable with actually showing people the place, because the other place was a wreck. We're still a mess in here, but this is an organized mess as we work through things. I did pick this up last week. This is a big boy toy. I did pay quite a bit for it, but I wanted to have it to display it because it's cool. I paid almost $300 for that guy, but it's new, sealed in a box. Masters of the Universe. It's a rarer toy. The Fright Fighter is a rarer toy to find complete, much less sealed in a box. Very rare to find sealed in a box. I have it listed right now for $549.99 plus shipping, and you know, I'll take if I get an offer over $500, I'd take it on there. So it's cool to just have in the background of videos and whatnot when we have, you know, filming going on. But I did want to get with you guys and film a video today, show you what all's going on, show you some updates. Short of that, remember to subscribe, click the button so that you get the bell, so that you get a notification for when we do post things. And until then, I will see you on the next one.